Good morning. Derek Chevalier here, CCN Sunrise. My guest this morning, very pleased to have him, JC Spires, an incredible guitarist, singer, songwriter, and a performer extraordinaire. Welcome him, if you will. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi, Derek.
Some of what I've heard about the album, have you been compared to Leonard Cohen, but then here's the rub. Not only compared, but in one interview, it was said that that's only a little bit of who you are and what it is. So that even there was what was called magic in another interview. So tell us a little bit about your brand new album, Farewell to a Rose.
Oh, thank you, Derek. I have been compared to some people, but it's original kind of sound. I started off, as you know, playing blues, but ultimately evolved into a singer-songwriter.
But you played with John Lee Hooker, right? Which is incredible, ultimate. And wasn't that when you were pretty young?
Very young. I was very lucky to get an opportunity to play with a great, great blues performer and artist, John Lee Hooker. Had a great, almost spiritual connection with him. And that helped me. That was foundational for me.
And then you went on to play other types, both the blues, because you play in a very unique open tuning, right?
That's right. I write almost exclusively with various open tunings, which were used traditionally with blues, but I sort of evolved my own voicings and came up with a little bit more nuanced kind of approach to using it.
Right, and so there are elements of blues, but also elements of what makes it original is that you go as far afield as some classical elements as well as rock and roll elements and R&B elements, and so it's the confusion or the confusion of all of those different genres that created JC Spires.
Thank you. Yes, and that certainly is the hope.
Well, way beyond the hope. It's my privilege to have listened to you, for several years as you were playing in a great spot that used to be in Glendale. That was a jazz club for many, many decades, right?
That's right.
And you played there. Listen, I can't wait. One of my favorite songs on the album is Beautiful Mistake. We're going to listen to a little bit of that.
Why are you calling me, she said. After all this time, whatever we once had is surely dead. What can't you ever seem to get it through your head? What we had was a mistake. Everyone's allowed a few of those to make. I said, well, maybe that's just the way it looks to you.
Yeah, that song gets me every time. I remember when I think you had just written the song, wasn't completely done yet, but you stood and you happened to be playing by yourself that night. You played this song and the entire place was silent and overwhelmed.
Wow. Yeah.
So tell me, what are some of the other tunes on the record, and what was the inspiration for specifically Farewell to a Rose?
Farewell to a Rose, I had an aunt, her name was Rose. It always bothered me about writing her a Rose song. But I also, I got my title from that as Rose finally passed away, and then I wrote a Farewell to a Rose as like a title song. there's a lot of a very personal love relationship written into the song as well.
Yeah, that's another incredible
Yeah.
tune. But just tell me a little bit about one or two other songs beyond that. We'll come back to Farewell to a Rose.
We've got Deserted Highway, which is a little bit more reflection of some of the blues elements and about kind of a redemption path, and it includes addiction and faith in God and coming to different places in life that we all go through.
Yeah, and when you talk about redemption, the other thing I love about who you are is you have been a dedicated father to two pretty incredible sons who you pretty much raised on your own, at least for a lot of years.
Oh, what a gift. Yeah.
And yeah, they are to them and to you as well. It's been incredible
Thank
to
you.
watch them
Yeah.
grow up. And I got to see them at the opening, which was at the Alex Theater in Glendale. Love the historic Alex.
Yeah.
What a great show you all played.
Yeah, we have wonderful musicians, an eclectic collection of musicians working with me on this record.
Who are a couple of those musicians? Because you do have cream of the crop. Who are a couple of those?
Ingrid Chun, second violinist with LA Phil. Burley Drummond, longtime drummer for Ambrosia. Justo El Mario, great Latin jazz flute sax
Played with
player.
everybody.
Played with everybody.
Everybody.
And Steve Welch, amazing orchestration. Barry Manilow's music director for many years.
And beyond that, so the quality of the recording is incredible, the confluence of the different genres is incredible, and the heart and soul that makes it original. You think you're listening to somebody else, but then you realize you've never heard anything quite so unique or moving. And that's almost impossible to do. So congratulations on an incredible, incredible effort. And this was your second album, right?
It's the second
So
album.
people got to go get the first one, which I still play. It was called Deep. And I've got this one, and I'm continuing to play, and I'll be playing that for a long time. And I look forward to you just going to the top of the heap on this with this. Thank you so much for being here. It's a privilege for us. And I think we're going to go out and listen to the title cut, Farewell to a Rose. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you, Darren.
JC Spires, pick it up anywhere, CD Baby, or any of the audio tracks or sites. But if you can hear him live, never have a better experience. Thanks so much. Look forward to seeing you.